in that breath. Today's practice is a lot more, I'm not moving as fast. My whole goal for you guys this morning is to open up your hips. When you open up your hips, you really release a lot of emotions. The hips are where you're holding emotions in your body. And right now, there's so much going on. There's just so many factors. This is not normal. Okay, not being able to go out, not being able to do the things that you're used to doing. And though many of us try to find the positives in this, we can't deny the fact that this is not normal. So allow yourself to have that. Allow yourself to know that this is not normal. And when those moments of anger come up, when those moments of frustration and tiredness and just being done with all of this come up, because they will, lean into that. It takes more energy to fight that than it does to just accept it. Let the moment come to you, land in that moment, and then it will pass. Trust that it will pass, okay? So, breathing in deep, come to the front and center. You know what? Let's start with child's pose. Everybody breathe in deep, and child's pose is where you're breathing in, your hips are on your thighs. You're tucked in like a little ball. And you're holding here, hips right, sorry, not on your thighs. Hips are right there on your toes. You're just breathing in deep. You're rounded out. Your forehead is on the mat, and you're just breathing deep here, breathing deep into your lower back. So take your time. Take 3 deep Ujjayi breaths. Remember, Ujjayi is where you're inhaling deeply through the nose. You're fogging up that mirror, and you're exhaling deeply through the nose. One more time. I want you to take your time. Let your right palm travel off the mat. Let the left palm come over to the right palm. Place it right on top. Keep your forehead still on the mat and just feel that stretch in your rib cage, in your left side. And then breathe your hip down into your heels. 2 more breaths. And then just riding the waves of breath, release that palm back to center. Take yourself back to center. Land in center just for 1 breath. Hold here, just feel the breath coming in and out of the body. And then begin that exploration again by taking the left palm off of the mat, taking the right palm to the left palm, reaching out over the mat as you feel yourself lengthen and stretch the right side of the body. Two more breaths. Just arrive, ladies. Just be here now with your body, with your breath, with your mind. Keep following the waves of your breath as you unwind the body back to center. Inhale, pull yourself up to all fours. Tuck your chin in towards the chest, find your cat, and as you exhale, release deeply. Let the hips go and find your cat. Inhale, round out. Exhale, release. 2 more. Breathe in. Whoops. And 1 final time, breathe out. Slowly and gently, I want you to take your right leg forward. Nice and slow. We're coming into the hips here. Breathe deeply as you bend yourself forward, nice and slow. And then as you exhale, gentle release. Just push back a little bit. Inhale, come forward. Don't let the knee ever go beyond the toe. But just gentle exhale as you release out of your hamstring. 1 final breath. Inhale, coming forward. As you exhale, gentle release, letting the hips come back. Inhale nice and slow. Make sure that knee is right over the ankle. And then gently press both palms to the inside of the mat as you take your heel out, 1 or 2 movements out. So your heel can be off of the mat, but you're just holding here in a gentle lizard pose. But make sure that your back is nice and flat. What I want you to do is press your left palm down. Lift your right palm up. Take that right elbow to the right knee and take the right palm onto the opposite elbow. So if you were looking at me like this is what it would look like, okay? When you hold here, if this is your contracted like this, I want you to lift up and take the heel out even wider. So you have a nice big 90-degree square here, okay? So just breathe into that, hold into that, and notice how you're finding alignment in your hips here. Just breathing and opening. 1 final breath here. And then slowly and gently release both palms out, taking your time. If you have blocks nearby, feel free to grab your blocks. I encourage you, if you have blocks at home, to play with blocks. So, those of you who have blocks, reach for your blocks. Those of you who don't, no worries. Just take your time and breathe that toe up to the knee and take your weight all the way back. So hold here, breathing in. Just hold this half Pranayama stretch here. What I want you to do is take your awareness and take that knee, pulling it into the hip, and then just feeling this stretch right along your hamstring muscle here. Just 2 more breaths, breathing in and out. Notice the tension in your body. Release that tension from the shoulders, from the neck, from the hips, from the back. And as you exhale, gently, gently breathe yourself forward. Now taking your time, placing your left palm either on the block or on the mat. I want you to lift the back knee up and then just feel yourself open to this deep lunge in your body. Breathing in deep, palms either on the block or on the mat. I want you to breathe in, come forward, and then exhale, push back. 2 more breaths, guys. Take your time. Follow your breath. Notice these sensations in your body. And then 1 final breath. Inhale deeply. Exhale, push back. So feel your Tadasana line. We've been playing with the Tadasana line all month. That Tadasana line lifts from the crown of your head all the way down to your sacrum. Breathe deeply into that space. Feel the energy of that line. You're using your core to lift yourself up. And then nice and slow, lift that right palm all the way up to the sky, breathing in deep. And you should try to just here, hold it open, stack the shoulders one over the other. Try to keep that front leg still at 90 degrees. Breathing deeply. Just 2 more breaths. Open, open, open. And 1 final breath. Take your time. Gentle release. Drop that palm forward. Nice and slow. Take the front leg to the back leg. And gently press into your 10 knuckles. Bending your knees to a bent knee downward dog. And then as you exhale, find your first dog of the day. Drop the heels. Inhale, take your time, bend your knees. As you exhale, drop the heels. Just feel yourself let go into your body. Last 3 breaths. Inhale, bend knees. Exhale, full downward dog. Final 2, just breathe deep. Just notice what comes up. Maybe frustration, maybe anger. Be with those emotions. And then gently, gently just breathe them out of the body. Take your time. Take your left leg forward. Dropping in deep, drop the back right heel down. And then slowly take yourself to the front and center of your mat. Nice and slow, breathe yourself to your right heel, opening up that hip. And then nice and slow, breathe yourself to the left heel, opening up the hip. And if this is too much, those of you who have blocks, feel free to just come on to the block, inhaling and exhaling. And then just 3 more, just to play here, just to play here. You're just noticing any tightness in the lower back, in the hips, in the waist, and in the back of the thighs. This is your awareness. This is you paying attention to your body and the cues of your body this morning. One final time each side, breathing in and breathing out. Excellent, guys. Take your time. Come to the front of your mat. Let that left leg be forward. And then breathing in deep, dropping that right knee. Inhale. Remember that left knee is right over the ankle. Exhale. Lift the toe up. Inhale. Pull yourself forward. Gentle stretch in the hips. Exhale. Half Hanumanana stretch. One final time, breathing in, take your time, and then breathing out, pull back. Slowly and gently, breathe yourself forward. Take both palms on the inside of your leg as you heel toe out, maybe 1 or 2 times to give you more space in between. And then on this side, you're gonna take your left elbow, place it right there on your left knee, left palm comes to the opposite elbow, and a 90-degree stance here where you're just opening and you're just lifting from the Tadasana line, breathing in and breathing out. And let's play here with your Sitali breath. So everybody, inhale deeply, curl your tongue, 2, 3, 4. Tuck the chin under, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift the chin up, breathe out through the nose. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent, guys. Breathing in deep, taking your time, unwinding the palms here. Slowly and gently pull yourself all the way back to half Hanumanana. Hold here. If you need blocks, take the blocks, and you find some tightness in the hamstrings, let the blocks lift you up even more so that you can breathe deeply into the back of the thighs here. Let your hamstrings muscle release. Take the time to breathe deeply as you keep pulling that left knee in towards the left hip. 2 more breaths, just noticing and releasing. As you exhale deeply, gently, gently, let that knee come over the ankle, breathing in deep. Take your time, and you can take your palms down, 10 knuckles onto the mat, lifting yourself up, breathing in deep here into full lunge. Find your Tadasana line again. Use your core to find the lift. Gentle inhale, press yourself forward. As you exhale, push your heel back. Inhale, breathe deep and come forward. Exhale, push back and then release. One final breath, guys. Breathe in deep. Arrive into this amazing body of yours. Exhale, push the heel back. Take that weight into your right palm. Let the right shoulder land right over the right wrist. And then nice and slow, lift your left palm all the way up. Let the chest come to the thigh. Let your heart expand and breathe to your Tadasana line base. Feel it. Open into this space into your body. Release that tension that you've been holding. Just 3 more breaths here. 3 more breaths. Notice the inhales. Notice the exhales. Slow and gentle release. Let both palms come down. And then nice and slow, take both palms over to the center. Drop the heels inwards, coming into the midline of your body. Gently, gently drop the hips down, nice and slow. And then as you exhale, push your hips up and press your gaze to the back of the room. Inhale, bend the knees, come to a nice squatting position. And then as you exhale, release the crown of the head, release the head down. 2, 3 more, 3 more. 5 total, breathing in. Take your time, breathing out. Just keep following the breath as you move your body. One final time, guys. Breathe in deep. Bend the knees, drop the hips. Exhale deeply, crown of the head releases. I want you to gently bring the toes forward, have them parallel. Bend the knees, and then nice and slow. Reach the opposite palm to the elbows and surrender. Surrender to this moment in your life. The COVID that's going around, the anxieties, the fears, the positivity, the amazing stories of kindness. Just keep surrendering to all that is right here. Breathing in, I calm my body and my mind. Breathing out, I smile. Nice and slow, taking your time. Gently pressing your palms down to the mat. And then slowly facing the front of the mat again as you pivot your left heel, your left toe. Nice and slow, find your lunge position. The left heel comes back to meet the right heel and then press into your downward dog. Finding strength in this flow. The vinyasa flow, we'll play with it for 3 movements. If it's just too much for you this morning, stay in downward dog. Find child's pose. If you want to join me, come forward with full awareness, feeling into plank. You decide, knees or toes, drop down into chaturanga. Take your time and inhale, press into 10 toes, lift the crown of the head, finding your cobra or up dog, and then exhale deeply, finding your down dog. 2 more floats. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, drop down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, push back. One final time, guys. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Push back. Take your left leg, place it in the center of your mat. Lift your right leg up all the way nice and high to 3-legged dog. Press into your left heel so that you can bend the right knee. Open up that right knee and start to just draw circles onto the ceiling as you circle that knee. 2 more breaths, breathing in deep. Don't forget to find energy from the lines of your knuckles going all the way up to your shoulders. One final breath. Slow down those circles. Gently, gently square your hips facing your mat. Nice and slow. Unbend the knee. Inhale into your Tadasana line, even though it's upside down. Exhale deeply and just open those hips. Inhale, pull the knee in towards the nose, round your spine. Exhale, kick and release. Inhale, come to the same side, right side. Exhale, kick and release. One final time, come to the left side. Take your time, exhale and release. We're gonna do 2 more sets. If you're feeling tired, you can always come down to your knees. Exhale, kick and release. Breathe in, you decide. Modifications are up to you. What feels right in your body, right here, right now. Just breathing in deep, you decide. Am I too tired to be on my toes right now? The whole point here is for you to listen to the body. The practice is to listen. Excellent, guys. Breathing in deep, dropping that right knee down. Taking your time to find your downward dog. Inhale nice and slow, drop down to your knees. Exhale, dropping your hips down and just landing in child's pose. Take your cheek over to one side and we'll play with the Sicily breath. Inhale, curl your tongue, breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Gentle tuck of the chin down the chest, hold, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale out through the nose, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale nice and slow, pull yourself back up, tall fours. Tuck the toes under, breathe deeply, and find your downward dog. Inhale, take that right leg nice and high into the center of the mat. Lift the left leg up to three-legged dog. Bend the knee and slowly and gently start to open that hip as you circle the knee onto the ceiling, drawing little tiny circles. 2 more breaths. Gently release the bend of the knee, square the hips. Inhale, take your time, come to a cat. Exhale, follow your breath, release. Inhale, same side, same side. Exhale, gentle release. Do your best. You don't have to touch your opposite elbow. Maybe by the third time you can, but it's just a play. It's just a play. Remember your modifications, and if you have palm issues, wrist issues, come down to your knees. Whatever works for you, whatever works for you. Roughly one more time, breathing into center. Exhale, release. Knee to the same elbow. Exhale, kick out. One final time, breathe in. Opposite elbow. Exhale, kick out. Drop that left heel down. Take your time. Find your downward dog. Breathing into downward dog. Hold yourself in full plank here. Just hold for me, finding your Tadasana line. 3 breaths. I know your wrists might be challenged. You can do this. One final breath. And then slowly drop your knees. And then drop your hips back, finding, don't worry about me, I just want to be able to talk to you guys, your child's pose. Ready? Sicily breath, breathing in deep. Find your O or your curled tongue. Inhale through the curled tongue. 2, 3, 4. Tuck the chin in, hold the breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out through the nose. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent, guys. Take your right palm. Place it underneath the left armpit. Woo! And then gently take your gaze underneath your armpit, just feeling that stretch here in your upper back. Open into your hips. Press your hips further down onto your heels. And just feel your whole body surrender here. 2 more breaths. Slow and gentle unwind, and just do everything the same on the other side. Left palm comes underneath the right armpit. Drop your head and your left shoulder onto the mat. Drop your hips further down onto your heels and breathe deeply into your upper back. Two more breaths. Gentle unwind of your body, nice and slow. Taking your right palm, floating it again underneath the armpit, and then you unwind your body and release your whole body down onto the mat. Woo! Isn't that a neat little trick? Hug your knees in tight, guys. Release your lower back. Drawing circles again on the ceiling with your knees. Come out for 3 breaths, letting your knees come out. Breathing, open those hips. When you finish that 3rd and final circle, let the knees go the opposite direction. 3, 2, and 1. Excellent, guys. Drop your heels down onto your mat. Lift your right leg all the way up to the sky. Take your palms, place them right beneath the knee, right behind the knee, or by the thigh, whichever works for you. Gently lengthen your spine onto the mat. Breathe into your Tadasana line. Point your toe, and then exhale. Flex your heel. Inhale, point. Exhale, flex. Again, feeling into the muscles of the back of the legs. Last 2 breaths. One final time. Slowly and gently, I want you to take a walk up your leg. Your leg is steady and still. It's just a pole that you're climbing. Breathe yourself up this pole, and then when you get to the top, don't scrunch in, but let your Tadasana line lift you and open you. Hold yourself here. Breathe yourself deeply. Hold, hold, hold. Take your time breathing into the core. And then now as you exhale, begin the gentle descent down the pole of your leg and gently, gently release the shoulder blades back onto the mat. Slowly and gently bend the right knee. Release that heel down. Whew. Close your eyes and just notice that side of the body. Gently opening your eyes, lifting the left heel up, letting the palms reach behind the knee or right there in your hamstring muscle in the back of the thighs. Point with an inhale, let the toes come up. Exhale, flex. Inhale finds the point. Exhale leads with the heel. Breathe in, breathe out. Final 2 breaths. Just noticing these slight sensations in the back of the leg. One final Ujjayi breath, really taking the time to let the Ujjayi breath travel to the back of your leg. Gently point that toe, and as you point, lengthen that leg so that you can climb up that pole, strengthen that pole. Don't collapse into the pose, but open up your shoulder blades, pull the shoulder blades back, lift the crown of the head, and just feel your whole body expand into this stretch. The lower leg is expanding, the lower body is opening, and the upper body is just asking more of you to open. One final breath here, and then as you exhale, begin the descent on the pole along the left side of the body. Gently drop that knee down, close your eyes, and just notice. Inhale deeply, hug both knees in tight towards the chest, and as you exhale deeply, let the toes come up to 90 degrees and the arms extend overhead. Inhale, take your time, let the palms come up towards the toes, and then exhale, gentle release out, palms over the head, legs are not touching, but they're just off 6 inches from the ground. Inhale, pull all the way up. Exhale, lengthen and release into your body. Breathe in, breathe out. Just keep following your breath as you follow the lines of the body coming up and releasing down. Final 3, guys, final 3. Inhale deeply. Don't let the lower back lift. You're really using your core muscles to just lengthen and release. One final time, palms up to the toes. Exhale, gentle release. Don't let those legs drop. Hold them up at 60 degrees, at 45 degrees, 6 inches off the mat. Inhale, pointing the toes. As you exhale, crisscross the legs. Take your palms into cactus arms. That means they're like goalposts. So your elbows are at 90 degrees. Keep trying your best to press your lower back onto the mat. Keep breathing deep as you keep crisscrossing your legs. Breathe deeply as you find more depth in this core work, making you stronger from the core and making you stronger from the inside out. One final breath, inhaling. One final breath, exhaling. Pressing into your lower back, arms still at goalpost arms, lift up to 90 degrees. Gently drop the right leg. Now lift the right leg back up. Gently drop the left leg. Now lift the left leg back up. Alternating the lifts of your legs. Breathe deeply, inhale, exhale, lift. Relying on your core to find the lift of the alternating legs. I want you to tune in lots of times. The quadricep muscles will want to take over. Don't let them do that. Just let your body play here, noticing the strength coming from the core. 3 more breaths, extending and alternating. You can do this. 2 more. Take your time with it, just observing how strong you're getting. 1 final time right. 1 final time left. Woo! Hug your knees tight. Drop those heels down to the buttocks. Release the lower back. I am saluting you, ladies. How cool is that? Circle those knees out, breathing in deep. Nice and slow, drop that left knee down. Lift the right heel up to the sky, but keep that knee bent. Take both palms, reach them behind that right calf here, and then you decide, where do you want to put your right hand? Do you want your right hand on the arches of your foot? Do you want your right hand on the outside of the elbow? Or do you want your right hand right there on the knee? The whole goal for you here is to release the left palm back down and open to a half baby pose. So you decide, where do you want to place that right palm? When you have found half baby pose, which means your right knee is tracking towards your right shoulder, I want you to inhale deeply and straighten that leg out as far as you can. Inhale, bend the knee. Ooh, feel that, feel that. Exhale, straighten. 1 final time, ladies, 1 final time. Bend knee, half baby pose here. Exhale, lengthen and straighten all the way out. Nice and slow. Release both palms down into goalpost arm. Rely on the strength of your core to pull that right heel back up. And then gently, gently drop that right heel down. Close your eyes. And notice. Beautiful. Everybody grab that left knee, hug it in tight. Slowly and gently take both palms. Reach to the calf muscle. Hugging that left knee in tight towards the left shoulder. Now you decide where that left palm will be placed. Take the right palm down, right shoulder is down. Place the left palm behind the knee, right by the ankle, or right there on the arch of your foot. Open into your hips here. Breathe deeply as you let yourself feel the openings of your hips. Play with the pose as you notice any sensations in the body. 1 final breath here, breathing in. And then as you exhale, take your time. Release that heel out and straighten the leg. Inhale, take your time, come to that half bent knee, happy baby. Then exhale, release the heel and open the hips. Breathe in one final time. Breathe out. It's a gentle release. Just hold here, extending that leg. Release the left palm into goalpost arms. Using the strength of your core, lift that left leg nice and high back to center. Exhale deeply and drop the heel down. Close your eyes and just notice. Breathing in and breathing out. Slowly and gently take the heels out the width of the mat. Right before our Shavasana, let's just play with the windshield wipers. Take both knees over to the right side. As you exhale, breathe back to center. Inhale, float over to the left side. Exhale, pull back to center. Just 2 more breaths here. Right and left. One final time each side. Inhaling right. Exhaling center. Inhaling left. Exhaling center. Hooray! Give yourselves a great big hand, guys. Whatever it is that you need for Shavasana. Find Shavasana right here, right now. If you're already ready for Shavasana, I invite you to close your eyes. Let the vibrations of the meditation bowl take you deeper into your body. Let your whole body surrender. Let your body surrender to this moment, this breath, this emotion. Gently ride the waves of your breath back into the body. Wiggle the fingers. Wiggle the toes. Lying here with eyes closed, feel into all these sensations. Have an open awareness of my voice, vibrations of the bowl, waves and the music. You choose. You get to choose every day. Not what you're supposed to do, but what you choose to do. This is how the practice makes you stronger. Gently breathe the right knee in towards your chest. And as you exhale, breathe the left knee in, giving yourself one final hug for showing up to the practice this morning. Float those knees over to one side. Your eyes are still closed. Float your whole body over to one side. And just lying on one side of the mat before you reawaken for the second time this morning, notice how you feel in this moment. Choosing the moment that's right for you. Push yourself up onto your mat. As you come to your sits bones, breathe deeply into your body, joining me, balanced on your sits bones. Crown of the head lifted up to the ceiling. You know exactly what to do. Choose either the O if you can't curl your tongue, or curl your tongue. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Take your time, tuck your chin in, down, hold, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift the chin, breathe out through the nose, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's end our practice just like we end our practice every time we meet. Inhale, take the palms all the way up. Let the palms come over the crown of the head. And then exhale deeply, release the palms all the way down. Inhale, gently close your eyes. In your third eye, who gets thoughts of gratitude today? Gratitude does make you happier. As you exhale, release the palms down, release that breath, release that thought. One final breath, ladies. Pull yourself all the way up. Now as you exhale, choose to land in your center. Dwelling in this moment, I know this is the only moment. The love, the light, the goodness and kindness in my heart honors that love, that light, that goodness and kindness in yours. To each of you, I'm so grateful to you, making that choice to join me on the mat today. It is always my intention to have you leave here a little happier and a little bit more centered. Namaste.